Up next now, of course, we have the heavyweights, the ambassadors to the general public for any combat sport. People love the big boys. We have Jack May making his professional debut against Damian Stibbie. Now, Stibbie is a big man at 220 pounds, but May, 259 pounds. That's coming up next after the break. Don't go anywhere. The big boys are taking on the Bamma stage. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whoever else might be watching to the Orange County Fairgrounds, OC, California. We're in the hangar for Bamma USA. We are on the professional part of our Pro-Am show, and we are about to see the heavyweights. People in combat sports are drawn to the heavyweights like a fly to a light, and the most exciting thing, if we're lucky enough to see it, is if we see heavyweights who move like middleweights.
Yeah, the thing with lightweights versus heavyweights, there's just something about bigger-than-life people, guys that are just bigger than you, 250 pounds, that can hit like a truck, that just look imposing. There's something about that fight fans have always been drawn to. Well, on the flip side of that, the little guys, so much action, so much cardio, we move so well, so quickly. There's things you can appreciate about every weight class, and of course the big guys, some guys just love a good old-fashioned slobber knocker between two big dudes. Hopefully that's what we'll see tonight.
Absolutely. And again, that's why the middleweight division is so popular, because you get the best of both worlds, the big and the little, the speed, the proficiency, the power. But we might be in for a treat, because when the big guys can move like the middleweight guys, that is something that is a spectacle to see. That is coming up now as May takes on Stibbie. Tail the tape for our heavyweights. Jack May from La Habra, a stand-up specialist, but a catch wrestling specialist, also coming from CSW, Eric Paulson's gym, someplace you're familiar with.
Very much so. And in the red corner, his opponent, Damian Stibbie. They call him the Samoan Samurai, 6'0", 235 pounds. He's a striker out of Los Angeles, California. He is 2-0 as a professional.
You see, the Samoan striker is going to take on the outlaw Jack May, a 40-pound difference in weight, an 8-inch difference in height. When you're 6 feet tall, taking on a guy who's 8 inches smaller, that can be a little bit scary.
Yeah, that is a height and reach advantage that you cannot replicate very easily.
Should this fight end up in a draw, they could have a slam dunk contest instead of who wins. 5 minutes per round, 3 of those scheduled. Let's hope we get to see it. Here we go. Jack May in the black trimmed red trunks and in the solid black with some white writing is the Samoan Samurai, Damian Stibbie.
Jack May at CSW gets to train with the likes of Josh Barnett. Very good heavyweights. Oh, and a right hand lands. Stibbie is in trouble. Ground and pound followed by May, and that is over before you can even say his first whole name. Jack May jacking up Damian Stibbie.
Damian Stibbie, the Samoan Samurai, he's smiling. He got taken out faster than the Sunday Night Trash.
Yeah, he's smiling because the fight's over. I mean, that was a fast start by Jack May. What a way to start your professional mixed martial arts debut. Let's take a look at the highlights here.
I mean, the only strike he landed on Jack May might have been when they hugged after the fight was over.
You saw that right hand land to the back of the ear of Damian Stibbie, followed by ground and pound. When you're not defending yourself, you're cowering down on the floor. The referee's going to step in and stop it. Great start by Jack May.
Absolutely. Let's get the official word down inside the cage.
5 minutes, 22 seconds, round number 1. Referee Jason McCoy puts a stop to the bout. Your winner by KO victory in his professional debut, Jack the Outlaw May.
Well, a lot of how the West was forged was by outlaws who were made famous. Here's another one out of CSW. Jack May, the outlaw, comes away with a very impressive, very short victory. I imagine the after party is going to last a little bit longer.
Yeah, the heavyweights know how to bang. I mean, even if you don't know how to bang when you're a heavyweight, you can still deliver a lot of punishment just because you're so big. I mean, that's why we see a lot of finishes at the heavyweight division, just because the striking is so much more powerful just by the size, the virtue of the size. A lot of times the cardio isn't quite as good as maybe a lighter lightweight. Obviously, cardio didn't play a factor in this fight, but you see a lot of quick fights when you watch heavyweight fighting in mixed martial arts.
Yep, and if the one question I think that Jack May left behind in his victory was, when can we see him again?
Yeah, when you do, don't blink.
Yeah, unless, of course, you're in there. Then you're going to be blinking a whole lot as he hits you. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, more fights here at Bamma USA from the OC Fairgrounds in the hangar with myself, the Yak Man, and RJ Clifford, because we are glued at the hip.